My goal is for us to walk out of here practicing gratitude better than when we walked in. Let's get practical. What does it look like to live lives, especially if we're called to be people of gratitude as followers of Jesus? What does it look like for us to live this out? Practical gratitude. It starts personally, and that is make lists regularly. I'm a list maker by nature. I don't know, my genetics. I make lists. Make lists of what? Of the good things in your life. Make lists of the people who helped you along the way. And pause, think deep. Have you ever expressed gratitude for the person that taught you how to read? Or the person that taught you how to do a job? Or the person that taught you creativity along the way? Write down their names. And then write down the physical things in your life that make your life good. What are those things? Home, car, food. That's scratching the surface, right? What are those things? Write them down. Write down the things that make your life difficult and give thanks for those things, because here's the deal: God can and will use those difficult things to shape your life in important ways. And so writing down, this is one more reason that I encourage you to journal. I think it is an important part. It's not a magical part, but it's an important part of growing spiritually. Write things down. The stuff, the people, the blessings, the suffering. Give thanks. Make a list. And I'd suggest this too when it comes to making a list. Since Thanksgiving is coming up, you're probably going to be gathered with some people. If it's possible, maybe at some point pause and just say, hey, it's Thanksgiving. What are you guys thankful for? Just give everybody a chance to share. Help them practice gratitude. They'll be blessed by the fact that they name stuff. So if you get that chance, maybe you want to do that. The next part of practical gratitude is expressing it to others. With your words, thank people. And the key here, be specific. Thank your husband or wife for something specific they have done. Janet, I am so thankful for my magic sock drawer that fills up every week. I'm so thankful, and I tell her this often, I'm so thankful that you do the laundry and the grocery shopping and pay the bills. And she returns that. She says, thank you to me for taking care of the yard and the house and the cars, Thank the server in the restaurant and be specific about how they, helped you to enjoy that meal. And leave a big tip. You've heard me say this before. Christians should be the best tippers on the planet, and on Sunday, double it, whatever you do. That coworker that helped you with the project. Thank the people who are with your kids right now down in the kids area for helping them to know Jesus. I'm no expert on this, but here's how I kind of rank, thanks. It's all good and how you express thanks to people, but texts are good. It's great to text somebody. Thank you for whatever. And then I think the next step up from that would be an email. And then a step up from that, probably a phone call. And then I think there are probably two things that are tied at the top. A personal visit, but I think actually the one I would put at the very tippy top of impact when you say thank you is, you guys know what I'm talking about, a handwritten note. It's like gold, right? When you get one, it's like a treasure. I keep them all, because they're so powerful. But my point is, use your words and tell people. And it doesn't have to be a current thing either. Give another thank you to that friend who, when you went and visited them in Chicago, they gave you a tour, and it crosses your mind, 2 or 3 years later, like, oh my gosh, that was so fun. Write them another note. And say thank you. Send a thank you to that old college professor or a high school teacher that opened your mind to thinking in new ways. Call your brother. Thank you for helping you through that rough time you had last fall. Think about people you should have thanked and did not thank. You can still do it. Just be thoughtful and mindful. Put some thought into it and do it. Okay, here's a third way. We're living out practical gratitude. Take action. And this is where it gets really awesome. And this is where you will feel a closeness with God. I'm telling you. So here's what I'm getting at. If you're thankful for your health, then maybe a way to express your gratitude for your health is to visit someone who is sick. Or become one of our congregational care ministers, right? We'll train you, we'll send you out. If you're grateful for your home, maybe a way to truly be grateful for that home is to go spend time with people who are homeless and work for justice for people that are homeless. Or just, I don't know, maybe if you're thankful for your home, maybe the simplest thing is throw dinner parties regularly. And then, open your home up in some way. I think our cancer care team also expresses thankfulness because our cancer care team are people that have battled through cancer or lost people to cancer. And so anytime we hear somebody in the church that has a cancer diagnosis, we try to get on that and say, we're here for you. We'll walk with you through your whole journey, And they do that because, they have that sense of thankfulness for the blessing that they've received in their life. If you're grateful for your family, invite somebody who's alone to join your family times and do it regularly. If you're grateful for your job, how about this? Take some PTO and employ someone else to do something. If you're grateful for your car, give somebody a ride or loan your car out once in a while. If you're grateful for your church, invite somebody to come sit with you. If you're grateful for your education, tutor a kid through one of our partner schools. See if you can be a difference maker. Or teach an adult to learn to read. My dad did that before he died. If you're grateful for your eyesight, go read to somebody in a nursing home who can't see. You see how it works? I'm just throwing ideas at you. If you're grateful for something, how might I live that out? I think we lived it out as a church on Wednesday this week at our Raytown campus. So we served a record number of meals that day, 529 meals. On this past Wednesday. Some of those were in person where people came and they stayed for the worship service that we have there around tables. A lot of those were take-home meals. The food pantry served 70 families on Wednesday. Yesterday, we gave out about 150 Thanksgiving meal kits to people in Raytown. I mean, it took an army of volunteers to do that. It's hard work working down there. But I bet if you asked any of the volunteers that were there yesterday or Wednesday, I bet they'd say, I'm doing this because I'm blessed, and I'm grateful, and I want to be a blessing to somebody else. So you get the picture, right? I mean, it's good to give thanks for the good things, but real gratitude is always open and asking the question, okay, God, how do you want me to take these good things that I've received and be a blessing to somebody else? So 3 things that I've listed. Make a list, express appreciation, take action. Make a list, express appreciation, take action.